Hey guys, Hungry Harmony here, and I want to apologize for not uploading an episode today, but because of my situation, I can't really do a live reaction, but I really felt bad that I can't upload a video for you guys, so I decided to make this instead. I can't do that much facial expression, but at least I can say some stuff. So I want to tell you this, guys, that I'm going to make a tier list of my favorite episodes, or least favorite episodes, of Season 1. And I thought this would be a good thing to do. I'm not actually making a tier list, I'm just saying in my tier list, like, what I think is in Season 1, what episodes go where they should go, and what I really liked about them too. So, for the top one, like the best of the best, I think a really great episode, I'm labeling as The Possumist, which I kind of made up with my Adrian theme song, so I put that as the top. Second is good. Third is okay. Fourth is not so good. And the last one, which it just exists. To be honest, there weren't any Miraculous episodes I said that were like terrible or bad or no. I think all of them are good. And some of them, like, I feel like they're like an episode or just like they just exist. They just exist. It's there. It probably is a good episode for some people, but in my opinion, it just exists. But I don't know if there'll be any episodes in Season 1 that will go there. But let's just get this started so I don't keep you guys waiting. So I hope you guys will enjoy this. So let's get to that list. Alright, Season 1, Episode 1, Stormy Weather. Well, Stormy Weather, I remember watching it for the first time. It was a pretty good episode because it had the basics of, oh, there's such things as superheroes, and there's this villain, and that they have to hide to transform, and to keep their identities safe. I think it was a great first episode of how it started, as like introduction to Miraculous. So I'm definitely gonna say this was a good episode. Stormy Weather was a good episode to start, and it was a good introduction to the heroes and the villains, and how the villain works with the Akuma and how she does it. Yeah, definitely Stormy Weather was a good episode. Episode 2, The Bubbler. As an episode overall, I want to say it's also a great episode, or a good episode, because I very much enjoyed it and would watch it again, and I loved the cool martial arts, or kind of like the moves that Cat Noir gives and Ladybug in this episode, so I definitely did enjoy it and will definitely watch it again, so I'm putting it as a good episode. Alright, next one, The Pharaoh. Man, they're such good episodes. I did like it, though I did enjoy some of Cat Noir's puns as well. And this is where we got introduced to where Alia was, you know, going towards the reporter and trying to find out Ladybug's identity, like really trying to figure it out. So this was also a great introduction episode of just like, you know, this typical superhero kind of type. There's a reporter, or, you know, like a blogger in this case. So Alia was very much introduced in this too, and trying to find out, and also learning about more history of the Miraculous as well. So I want to say this is also a good episode. Like, I would definitely watch it again, and, you know, has some kind of historical avenue. So yeah, The Pharaoh, definitely episode 3 is a good episode. Alright, Lady Wi-Fi. Now that, I want to say, is a Possumist episode, because I would definitely watch that again even more than the other 3, because of, well, the powers of Lady Wi-Fi was actually very creative. I want to say that, and they really got into almost getting an identity reveal, of course, where Alia should have, or Lady Wi-Fi should have taken off the earrings to find out their identity, but it was still such a good episode, and it was a tricky one, and I remember it just got me very excited and got me more interested into this episode. So yeah, Lady Wi-Fi was definitely a Possumist video. Number 5, Timebreaker. Timebreaker was also a good episode because it involved time travel. It was also the very first episode that I think Cat Noir really sacrificed themselves, like literally saved Ladybug. That was hard. That was hard. And yeah, I'm putting Timebreaker, number 5, as also a Possumist episode, because it's also we got introduced to Alex and Kim. And I relate to Alex because she's more of a tomboyish thing, and she likes challenges, so that was how I was as well. I like to be challenged, especially like the physical challenges, like speed or weight, even though I'm not really fast anymore, but back then, like, I related to Alex a lot, and I definitely really did like that concept of time travel and like what's gonna happen, and that pocket watch that Alex had that, you know, we'll know in the future hand what it actually is. But it was very interesting to see that, and I did very much enjoy. So yeah, Timebreaker, definitely Possumist. And if you guys disagree, that's all right. I'm curious where you guys would put your favorites in, especially in season 1. Okay, next episode, Mr. Pigeon. Well, Mr. Pigeon, I gotta say, that was one of my least favorite episodes. No offense, Mr. Pigeon was the most annoying villain for me in season 1. I would not watch that again. For me, it's not so good episode. I mean, it's a good episode, but I'm putting it as not so good because it's one of my least favorites. I'm sorry, like Mr. Pigeon was that. I know some people saw him as hilarious. Now I think he's hilarious, especially through the other seasons. But in season 1, I remember that was like, I was almost even saying to my friends, like, you know, can we just skip Mr. Pigeon? Because it's the most cringiest and most embarrassing episode I thought it was. So for me, it's just like, it wasn't so good that I would introduce it to people. But I know I would definitely now, but because of later episodes, but I just remember, no, it wasn't. Okay, episode 7, Illustrator. I want to say it's my favorite episode, akumatized villain episode, because Illustrator is my favorite villain because that's literally like for an artist to have that as a power. Oh my gosh, yes. I love Illustrator, and also it had to do with Marinette kind of getting into the action, not being as Ladybug, but also helping Cat Noir in that situation. So definitely, number 7, Illustrator is a Possumist video. I loved it, and would watch it 100 times over again. Roger Cop, episode 8. Oof. It's something, but it was, you know, I'm gonna say this is an okay episode. It was an okay episode. Definitely has some good stuff, but for some reason it's not much of a memorable one for me when watching it. It's been a while. Copycat. When figuring out who was the fake copy of Cat Noir, I mean, I love Cat Noir to death, so like more Cat Noir the better. But of course there was a copycat. So with Copycat episode 9, where would I put you? I don't know. I love the episode, but at the same time, I didn't think it was one of the best episodes as well. I think I have to actually put it at 9. I may change my mind later on, but for now, for you guys, for today, for Miraculous Monday, it's gonna go for 9, or for okay. So episode 9 for okay. Number 10, Dark Cupid. Oh my freaking gosh. Okay, Chloe was such a jerk here. And I feel like Kim was trying to be such a gentleman, just trying to be, good person. But at the same time, Dark Cupid was the episode where Cat Noir and Ladybug kissed for the very first time. It was... Sorry, if I smile too much, it starts to hurt. Sorry, I get excited, but I thought I could maybe still do this with just talk. But I get excited with these episodes. So, Dark Cupid, because of the kiss, I think it's gonna go for the Possumist because that's her first kiss, and even I feel like today, I feel like Marinette just forgot about that. Just forgot about Dark Cupid whatsoever. Like literally, that was her first kiss, as we know from season 1. It's her first kiss, and I feel like she did a little bit, but she did as a superhero, so maybe she didn't just think of it. But for me, it's still a Possumist episode. So episode 10, Dark Cupid is a Possumist because of that one scene, and also just. Maybe just the Valentine's thing that Marinette trying so hard, but then just decides not to do it. And though the lips kind of threw me off, so it could also go in the good episode, but because of the kiss, it's in Possumist. It's in the Possumist episode. Stop smiling so much. Ah! Okay, sorry. Episode 11. Gotta get through this fast. So episode 11, Horrificator. I honestly didn't like this as much. I know this is when Milan turns into Horrificator, but it was one of my least favorite episodes of season 1, so I'm putting it as, I'm just gonna put it as not so good. Sorry, it's going there. It's going there. Sorry about that. Horrificator, it was just not one of my favorites. Dark Blade. Okay, this was one of the episodes where I actually questioned Hawkmoth's abilities because I thought that, wait, if he gets also turned into a Dark Knight or the Dark Thing, does that mean that his powers would not work because of that? Like, I thought this was a continuity error, but I think later on in like season 2 or season 3 that question was answered. But Dark Blade was interesting because it did go against time and they had to fight, and it was like a little toy that saved the day, or the Miraculous toy, but I'm I'm not gonna say it's not so good. It wasn't. Actually, this was the first one I'm gonna put as it exists. It exists because it was a good episode, but it still exists. Like, I would still watch it, but it just exists, and I think it's okay. That's where I put exists. I know exists is at the bottom, but I don't see that as a negative. Not so good, I see as a negative. Exists is just like, it's an episode that's there. I'm fine with it. I'm fine. I want to say Dark Blade's an okay episode. I mean, it was something, but that's why I say it exists. I don't know if you guys can figure out how I think. That's awesome, because sometimes I can't even figure out how I think. Okay, next one, episode 13, The Mime. The Mime, I loved it as a. I really did like it as the villain, but I'm gonna put it as an okay episode. But as a villain, I did like the villain as a concept of, wait a second, this could be a serious, like, akumatized villain, like, But I'm putting it as okay because overall the episode, it was okay. But I did like the villain. That's the only thing that I would almost put up to good, but in this case, it's okay. But later on, like, even after, I think, season 2, I started to really concept the grasp of, wait a minute, what this mime is actually capable of is actually kind of scary. Like, what if Miraculous was darker, definitely then it would go up to the good. Or not to, it would go up to the, yeah, it would go up to the good tier, but right now, it's okay. I like it. Kung Food was also an episode I wanted to say exists. It was kind of cool because I found the references, like, to, like, the anime kind of thing, like Dragon Ball kind of, like, dang, but it was okay. I mean, they exist. I gotta say it exists. I would watch it again once, but not, once I'm fine. Okay, number 15, let's skip through this. Gamer. Was an interesting, villain, but even in Gamer 2.0, I didn't miss him, so I'm sorry, I think Gamer, even at the end, like, even when Adrian gave up his position for Marinette, I just think that was not so much of a good idea for some reason, or it just confused me. So for some reason, Gamer is not so memorable, but I don't think it was that good either. So I'm putting Gamer there. And if you guys, this is my opinion, guys. If you guys don't like what that's you, that's okay. I'm just saying my opinion. So yeah. 16. Animan. Okay, I kind of like the concept of when he turned into different animals and tried to fight, but I feel like there could have been more broadened on that. But there was also the introduction where, well, like, Nino had a crush on Marinette, but then it turns out it was going to be Nino and Alia. So that's where, like, the whole relationship kind of started. But yeah, this one, I think it was an okay episode. No, I think for me it's just an exist. It exists. Though when Cat Noir, I remember, for me, like, Cat Noir changes where it may go, because he's my favorite. So when Ladybug was eaten, that was kind of a big deal. That was like a sad cry, like, no. So what to do? Because of Cat Noir, I'm gonna put it. Yeah, I was gonna put it exists, but I'm gonna say it as an okay episode because it was the start of Alia and Nino's relationship, kind of. And that way we didn't have to worry about Nino having a crush on Marinette and stuff. But it was kind of cute that both of them, Adrian and Marinette, were trying to help Nino. Or Alia was trying to help Marinette and stuff like that. It was kind of cool. So I'm putting it as okay. It was an okay episode. 17, Antibag, where Chloe gets just, But I think I remember it as a good episode. It's not as clear, but I just remember something like Antibag was a big deal. Like, oh. But of course, like, no way Chloe would want, but I think it was a good episode. I remember it was a good episode. Nope, changing it to okay. No, the thing is I can't remember. This is how my brain works. I can't remember sometimes. Nope, I'm putting it as okay. I think it was okay. It was definitely an okay episode. I don't know if it was good. I remember some things, but not a lot. Puppeteer, okay. When Manon gets akumatized, it was very, very. I didn't like Manon. Even like from episode 1, I did not like her in Stormy Weather. I just didn't like her that much because she was an annoying kid, but which is what her character is, an annoying kid. But her powers were very much of a threat, because if she got Cat Noir or Ladybug, she would have won. Like, it was a risky situation. So I'm gonna say it as a villain, as a threat, Puppeteer was definitely of a threat. So I'm definitely like, definitely was a good episode. It was good because it had really good action and stuff, and like, oh wait, like what's gonna happen? Reflecta. Also one of my least favorite episodes. I didn't get along with Julika yet, but I had a lot of friends who were like Julika, so I was like, Julika's cool. But the design for Reflecta, I really, really didn't like. And just Lily just didn't make me enjoy the episode as much. Also, like, just Chloe was annoying, but I did feel bad for like the photo, like not taking in. So I did like the end. So I'm gonna say it's an okay. No, but I really did not like the design. Even now, I still don't even like it. But it's like it was what was coming up. But I don't want to. Like, I like Julek. I'm sorry, I have to put it to the not so good. Because I didn't like it. I did like the ending of them. Oh yay, finally Julek, like the curse is broken, she can take a picture, but yeah, not so much. Guitar villain. Not memorable. It exists. It exists. It just exists. I can't. Pixelator. Pixelator was good. Pixelator was a good episode. I will say that. It was definitely good. I'm trying to get through this. Princess Fragrance. Okay, the annoyingness of like Princess Fragrance. Nope. But it was also the one when Rose was the first one to get akumatized, and she's such a sweetheart. Like, we could never think of her getting akumatized, but of course. She's very sensitive too, so yeah, but for me it was not so good of an episode because I didn't like it that much. I would not even want people to watch it as well. Not saying I don't want them. It's just, it was like one of my, like, if I told them like what episodes to watch in season 1, I would tell them this. Episode like 22, Princess Fragrance, not so much. I would not say. Oh my gosh, Simon Says. Simon Says was a Possumist video. It definitely was. And the reason is, that's when I thought that actually Hawkmoth figured it out. I thought Hawkmoth figured out that his own son, or Cat Noir, was Adrian. I had this whole theory. That will be definitely a separate episode, or different video. I'll share that with you guys. But it was crazy. I literally thought he figured it out. And of course, until like season 3, like he doesn't. Like, are you freaking kidding me? But it was crazy. But yeah, Simon Says, good episode. Now to episode 24, Volpina. Definitely a Possumist video, because we got introduced to Lila. Which now, like, what she's done, oh my goodness. And we got introduced to, in a way, another Miraculous holder. So, And it also, like, made me feel like, wow, there's also, like, people who are really good liars, but they seem innocent, and it just makes me so mad. I'm like, so yeah, definitely Volpina, a Possumist episode. Oh my gosh, yes. And now to Ladybug and Cat Noir Origins. I want to say they were definitely, it was a good introduction of how Marinette fell in love, and also I gotta put both of them, episode 25 and 26 into Possumist, because together they were really good. Maybe at the beginning I thought, but if anything, I would put part 1 as good and then part 2 as Possumist. I'll just do that. Episode 25 was good. It was good. And then episode 26, definitely part 2 was Possumist, because of the rain scene and just how it all really started. And it's just really funny in like part 1, like Adrian, like, oh my goodness, like it was like it's almost like his whole life depended upon this moment when he transformed the first time to Cat Noir. It was so funny. And Marinette was like, what's going on? And this and that. So yeah, I did like both episodes, but I would put both of them in Possumist, but part 2 I think was more Possumist than anything. So oh man, that's really all I wanted to share with you guys, and I'll probably do one for season 2 as well. If you guys like this, please give a like and comment down below your favorites, or where you would put your favorite episodes in season 1, or where you would put your disliked. I don't know. I would really love to know and hear about you guys' opinions of season 1 as well. Oh my goodness, sorry. When you get your wisdom teeth moved out, it's hard to move your jaw, and I was hoping to do less of that, but oh well. Well, you guys heard what I had to say, and I hope you guys enjoyed. And again, please let me know in the comments what you guys think. And if you want to see more, please let me know. Since I can do a live reaction, I would have to move my mouth. Like, I like to talk a lot and really like use my facial expressions to really show you guys how I really feel and what's going on. So with the episode, it was really hard for me to do this or do something like with my mouth, with my condition right now, with my wisdom teeth being pulled out. But I think with this, I think it was okay. I did get a little tired, but I'm okay. So if something like this happens again, I'll make a tier list for you guys, and I hope you guys will like it. And I would love to hear from you guys what you guys think of season 1, because season 1 is what started it all, and I loved season 1 so much that made me want to become a huge fan. Of course, the fans who made the fan art even made me even a bigger fan. So thank you guys. And I think this is also Hungry Harmon is gonna be out, but please remember, guys, be miraculous, simply the best, up to the test. When things go wrong, pound it.